Thank you, Confidence. Thank you for coming through. We want to greet you all, everybody that is actually tuned in all over South Africa. And we acknowledge that it is by no privilege, but moreover grace to be trusted, especially in this caliber of leadership. In the spectrum, we have acknowledged that many people have absolutely now appealed such to be, I would say, has become a field for mafiaism and has become a field for injustice. So thank you for coming through. And I am hoping and looking forward that in this hour, we will all have a great time together as we will be talking to all of you. So thank you so much. I want to just say to all the confidants that have moreover managed to come through and they worked, tirelessly with the office of the campaign manager and the president, and they necessarily came on board moreover, in regard to documentation and signatories and couple of things that are of need. We are highly blessed for that reason, and we would like to set up a pace which is not a pace that is set up by other traditional parties, and would appreciate that if you could work with us in that progress, and moreover understand that as we are carriers of this new narrative, then we'll be able to moreover deal about matters of importance that pertains our nation. It's very much important that, especially in the time that we are in, we all get to understand the dynamics and the importance of what needs to be done. So I am so much thankful, and we are honored to also have you by. And moreover, as we purport a way going forward in making sure that we are in line with all, especially the timetables. You see, there's one thing in government which actually now indicates, and moreover, it speaks about the times that which needs and moreover calls for order. And I am so much honored that we are actually being called for such a time. Working together with you, confidence will be a great deal in regards to bringing the effection of the change that we all are longing and also looking forward for. So I would just appreciate each and every one of you from where you are coming from to say, may we just welcome everybody, welcome the whole entire world, and let's welcome everyone that is coming on board. And we are welcoming South Africa in general, and also are thankful for your coming on board. Thank you so much. It remains a privilege as we proceed with the order of the day. And one is looking forward that a new story be told, especially when it comes to understanding what we have actually been through as a nation and as a people. So to hear a new story, a great story, that is to be told in order for us to achieve as a nation, the vision of this, the republic. So that can only be achieved through, a collective handwork where we come together, and we hold hands, particularly to the matter that pertains governance. So one that comes on board and the other, two of us, we are becoming a stronghold, moreover, a domestic kind of authority that can be able to execute this matter. So we are using all sorts of media and all sorts of communication because we don't want to await an opening in regards to the mainstream media. So we would like you to start enjoying how we do things and how different things are done in order to make sure that at the end of the day, communication is actually met. People can actually be, moreover, I would say, reached out. Especially there are people who don't even have television. They don't even have DSTV. So we need to make an assurance that we reach them out in all manner of communication. Everybody has a phone. People can just watch even on their way or maybe wherever they are, and we can continue with the business of this government. So thank you so much for coming through. Now, I just want to greet you all in formality, all confidence, the government of ECOFORUM, and all over South Africa and the moreover the diaspora. Now, heartfelt greetings to all our elders, local men and women throughout this beautiful republic, whom most of them, I would say, our elders pledged their single life, or meaning lived lives for transformation and economic emancipation, but yet they are forgotten. Salutations are in order to the royal houses and the church, whom basically are the founders of the true liberation movement in Africa, particularly South Africa, since the 1800s, but yet are still forgotten. A hopeful greeting to all our young people all over South Africa whom were to be beneficiaries of the bloodshed 1976 uprising, but yet are subjected. And first and foremost, as the government of ECOFORUM, would like to salute the Almighty God for the procession of candidate lists, registration and resource mobilization. And salutations are in order to all our candidates for the upcoming 2021 local government elections, and to those potential candidates who did not make it on the list due to various circumstances, are encouraged to keep on building this movement at all costs through 1 million membership drive, spreading the great news, moreover, and supporting the vision indefinitely. Secondly, as the government of ECOFORUM, would like to thank all our partners and incoming partners for supporting this new narrative, championing an equity-based society whose maker is God Almighty, whom knows no religion, knows no race, no color, no ethnicity, but as human race in our diversities. As we come into this LGE, which is the local government elections 2021, with a national mark of 0.04% attained in 2019 national general elections, in which it provided a base of hope for the effect of the change we all long for. Hence, since 2019, we continue to win souls by remembering all South Africans who are politically hopeless and homeless because of the current status quo in South Africa. The government of ECOFORUM has become an alternative home to many South Africans who are now hopeful and have become the effect of the change we want to see. The government of ECOFORUM had finalized the candidate lists on the D-Day of the 21st of September 2021, and we managed to secure at least major metros or metropolitan and local municipalities as follows as a pilot campaign for 2024 national general elections. On the metros, we managed to secure city of Tshwane, which consists of 107 wards. The number 2 metropolitan we managed to secure is the city of Cape Town, consisting of 116 wards. The number 3 metropolitan we managed to secure is the city of Johannesburg, consisting of 130 wards. Now, out of the multiple number of metros, we managed to bring on together leadership that would be able to lead, particularly on the 3 that we managed to secure, which is Tshwane, Cape Town, and Johannesburg. We are delightful to be part of the contestation when it comes to candidacy in Tshwane, for Tshwane as our administrative city. We are standing out to redeem Tshwane again to be capital. And we are also thankful to have secured Cape Town as our legislative city, that when we actually become partakers and contestants of the city would absolutely bring change, especially where it concerns legislation. We believe that there will be restitution in regard to the laws and moreover the acts that are already adopted in the country. The government of ECOFORUM would moreover challenge such in a city to make an assurance that an inclusive, equity-based society has been raised. An asset-based society has been now moreover, I would say, modeled, where not only the minority are the ones who are reaping, but we are able to share the wealth of this land and this nation equitably. We are thankful to be part of Johannesburg, which most, they will call it moreover Egoli. Egoli is a Zulu name that meant a place of gold, or the city of gold. Now, the city of gold, which we all know that has become a hub not only in South Africa but Africa. And I'm so pleased to announce that Joburg, which is the Egoli Johannesburg, is also in our bag and being secured for contestation in all 130 wards. Now, what does it mean? It means wherever you are in Tshwane, wherever you may be in Tshwane, in all the regions, 7 regions, and all regions in Cape Town, and every region in Johannesburg, and you have registered, moreover, you are eligible to vote on the 1st of November. You're welcome to take heed and vote for change. Become the the effection of the very change that you want to see by voting for the government of ECOFORUM in all the wards that we have entailed in Tshwane, in Cape Town, in Johannesburg. We are calling for churches, we are calling for business, we are calling for citizens, we are calling for our local men and women to take partnership with the government now effectively today through membership and moreover through support and sponsorship, and come in partnership, for there's nothing one can do at a local level without the partnership of the local men and women. Now, at local municipalities, we managed to secure a couple of these municipalities where all, our confidence nominees or nominees are moreover a part of in various municipalities in different, moreover provinces. Now we'll start with the Northwest province. In the Northwest, we have managed to secure Ramotsirwa local municipality, for it is the heart of the Northwest. It is the heart of the Northwest where, moreover, it also produced the past, I would say, the former presidents of the very land which was known as Bophuthatswana. So touching base now in Northwest at Ramotsirwa local municipality will be also reinstating and moreover looking at the excellence that is actually took off in the Northwest through also the leadership of the former Dr. Lucas Mangope. And one can tell a story of such men, independent of any flaws or any other that one can actually entail. That now these are kind of leaders that actually have left a legacy. When you look at the infrastructure of the Northwest today, which was moreover inherent by the current administrators, you would realize that now Northwest in its infrastructure was the best in South Africa, alone, if I would say, in Africa. He managed to build houses which were even more stronger than moreover the RDP, program, projects that you have seen in terms of the houses. He managed to build the schools, the stadiums, and the infrastructure was the state of the art. Hence, when his government was taken, that it could not comply to the current, we have seen it in how it went through looting, and there was a great unrest. That absolutely was, I would say, moreover, an anarchy. Moreover, it was a sign that shows you of what we will expect in the new South Africa. And surely we are now experiencing what we did then as the people of South Africa, even particularly those who were in the Bophuthatswana, which is now called the Northwest. We have chosen this municipality to moreover reinstate the dignity of the people of Northwest, and moreover to give them hope in regard to leadership. The former Bophuthatswana was one of those countries in this state or country of South Africa that we all know as a Bantustan, they managed to achieve greater than what we could have achieved in 27 years. The other thing that needs to be also noted is the love of God in that very province. How the president uphold God as the sovereign law of the land. That was actually taught by, it was taught at the school level. It was taught moreover at the university levels. And he also uphold Ubuntu and uphold what we call a nuclear family, the respect between a father and a son, a mother and a daughter. We have appointed and chose Northwest, the Ramotsirwa municipality or local municipality because of the following words that we have just uttered. It becoming or being a province that absolutely illustrated service delivery to its people in all facets and fragmentations of their mandate throughout their administration. And in the Northwest, we also have taken up and secured Moretele local municipality. Moretele local municipality is one of the municipalities that I personally know and I personally have walked on its soil, and I understand what the people are going through, that even in this time of the democratic dispensation, the people are still using the bucket system. The people are still facing so much that there is no way that they can be able also to see a progress in such a time where other cities and other locations are experiencing grace in regards to, moreover, I would say, development. Now, if one would visit Moretele, will get to understand and see how the way the rural has become the household brand of South Africa that keeps away our people from becoming partakers of the macro economy, or can we say the micro economy or local economy, which is the township economy. The people in their number, you would find over 60 plus or to 70 plus people who are at the age of 21 to the age of 65 are unemployed. And most of them survive on small businesses and small medium enterprises, which are funded by themselves. And when it comes to those who are elderly are funded by their grants. And most of the population of Moretele is actually having a number of elders that lives within the confinements of the municipality. And that tells that most of these elders are actually taking care of their families once their children, moreover, of which are the parents to these grandchildren, have passed, pertain the moreover, the HIV, pandemic that we have encountered as a nation. And they have lost their children, and their grandchildren have lost their parents, and now these grands or grannies have to now take up a call in order to now raise kids and make sure that they go to school, make sure that they are becoming respectful citizenry in South Africa. Unfortunately, they have to do it only through that grant that is actually now being released as a disgrace by this government. And what can one do with the 1,000? And all the time when there's moreover a plus or an addition, you'll find the minister putting an addition of a 10 rand to a family that is moreover led by an elder or led by children, and a family that is actually now equal to 10 to 12 or to 14 members, including the uncles and also including the grandchildren. Moretele will become one of those municipalities that will bear fruit for this government, and we're looking forward that in the site of Makaunyana, in the site of Matibestad, Makapanstad, all of those areas and wards and all the region of Moretele will definitely perform at its best to actually now effect the change that we all are looking for. We have secured in the Northern Cape. In the Northern Cape, if I have to, yes, in the Northern Cape, we have dearly secured a municipality by the name Solplaki. Now, history will tell you who Solplaki is and where actually now he actually mostly, I would say, cometh from, and what he stands for. He stands for a group of a community that has been forgotten, that was forgotten in this nation. He stood for a people that were segregated. He stood for a people that were moreover demised. He stood for a people that were not added up in regard to the administration of this nation. He stood for the minority whom were called black, but they were minority, and they were actually not even considered when they were called black. And we knew who Saul Plaatje was. Now we are actually stepping up as the government of ECOFORUM to bring change in Kimberley and other areas around, and make an assurance that Saul Plaatje will become the exemplary example through the leadership at hand that will absolutely take it by their hands and moreover proceed without fear and counter the elephant that is in that region, and moreover spread in the province, preparing for 2024 national general elections. We therefore took up again and secured in the Western Cape Stellenbosch local municipality. We took up of Stellenbosch local municipality. We also are looking at the prime land, and moreover, where decisions are being made. And we realize that with the leadership that is now incumbent, that has come on the board, we'll be able to take over multiple of wards at Stellenbosch local municipality come 2021 local government elections. And we are, moreover, I would say, we are so ecstatic to have welcomed our confidence that are actually moreover planted in the Western Cape, and moreover at the Stellenbosch local municipality, that are willing to take it up and paint Stellenbosch with the blood of Christ, and moreover with the divine gold of the wealth of this land and its faith, and again also with the royal by reinstating royalty to all people, and moreover create an equity-based society. And we are looking forward to make assurance that that stone will be raised, and moreover will become greater in the whole of Cape Town, in the whole of Western Cape, that will even raise a premier that will be standing for the 2024 national general elections that will be contested in South Africa. We'd like also to give a word of encouragement to all our candidates in the wards and in the PR proportional that are standing at the Stellenbosch local municipality. You're highly welcome, and we also are looking forward to a great work that is before us, holding hands together, making an assurance that we are putting our heads together, purporting a growth plan of action that would absolutely begin to now impart an equity-based society, where the city now also is being brought to the rural, where the local men and women also enjoy the benefits of the economy in the townships. I welcome you. I salute you. We also have took up a local municipality in Limpopo. We took up of a local municipality in Limpopo called Mudimole, Mkhopo. We are so delightful to be in Limpopo, and we know that the people of Limpopo love the government of ECOFORUM, and it's written in their hearts, and they are painted red, gold, and royal blue. And we are looking forward to bring restoration of dignity over the people of Mudimule, Mukhopo, and we want to make an assurance that they are also counted to be part of a new society, of a people that are being moreover raised in such a time as this, to make an assurance that they all partake to their local, I would say, to their local economy. Remember, the people of Falvater, the people of Dimole, these are the people, Mohopong, these are people that moreover, their past will tell you that they were moreover relative to a bus kind of employability. We are come to absolutely now restore their dignity, that we raise an asset-based community, an equity-based community that will be able to stand out, and now they will start small businesses, and moreover they will be also trained, whether in agriculture and other. Factories will also rise in that, that very municipality, to make an assurance that our people are moreover equipped, moreover, I would say, reskilled and upskilled in order to do the work that is to be done in that area. We welcome the Limpopo, Mudimule, local municipality, and all the confident candidates that are actually now have partnered with the government of ECOFORUM, and we salute you. We also want to announce that we have secured Tabazimbi local municipality. With the history that Tabazimbi has been encountering, pertaining all many parties traditionally that have failed the community, and all formations that fail the community, which people have to, they actually came about to serve their own belly, they serve their own self-interest than the interest of them that have voted for. We're looking forward that Tabazimbi will moreover be accounted to the mayoral candidacy, to make an assurance that leadership of the government of ECOFORUM for the people of Tabazimbi is there, so that all the shenanigans and everything that is happening there, mafiaism and whatsoever, is combated. And actually every criminal ability is being put to book. And we are not shying away in all the municipalities. When the government of ECOFORUM has come on the board, you need to be rest assured that now all shenanigans will be put to book, that we are going to proceed with justice and order, and to make the assurance that we bring the highest order, and to make an assurance that the people of the land, the local men and the local women, benefit from such projections that are actually adhered and moreover executed by the municipals. All nominated candidates on wards and proportional are then officially endorsed by my office, effectively for the hashtag local as lekker, localizing South Africa, with a narrative of localization for our local men and local women, local young men and local young women. Hashtag campaign development 2021 to 2024. Now the first phase of the campaign development 2021 has now underwent. I hereby to announce officially the launch of a mayoral candidacy for the metros and other municipalities. I hereby to announce, moreover, the readiness of our participation and contestation to this coming 2021 local government election. Now, on the account of mayoral candidacy, the president will be sending a Tswani, officially as Tswani mayoral candidate in the executive municipality. And Professor Mandla Mkhohlagali Senzela would be standing as the Johannesburg Egoli mayoral candidate, Professor Mandla Mkhohlagali Senzela. And at the local municipality, confident Margaret Kobe will be standing for Mudimule local municipality as a mayoral candidate. Now the candidates or the mayoral candidates for Cape Town, Stellenbosch and Sol Plaatjes are to be adhered after the induction by the confident leadership that would be adhering, moreover, conducting such inductions starting from next week, the beginning of October. The president's blueprints will be circulated to the regional confidants for preparation, and the youth president, Tunakgolo Kgosi Shekaina Siabe, who is the co-election manager for 2021 local government election, will be conducting regional induction in all 5 provinces. An official communique will be sent today by the president's address to all our regions in South Africa. And I would like to announce the deployment and appointment of confident Miss Nyeleti Praise Tivani as the Tswani mayoral campaign manager, our PR and our spokesperson. Welcome, Ms. Emining Praise or Nyeleti Praise Tivani to our team. The launch of both the Growth Plan of Action 2021, we normally call it the GPA 2021, which is AKA Manifesto in South Africa, and the Tswani mayoral candidate will be on the 30th September 2021 in Tswani Region 2. At least 500 confident members are expected to grace the ceremony. Most of us will connect by way of media. The president's blueprint tour will start in Tswani on the 2nd October 2021 at Region 2, and also in the Northwest, Moretele and Makaunyan on the 2nd of October. And every ward chair should prepare ECOFORUM members and potential members and the community at large to receive the president for his house visits in the wards. Remember that the government of ECOFORUM declares that we need to enter into a partnership. How can two work together unless they're in an agreement? We need to enter in a solemn agreement with our local men and women. Hear them out, but allow them to purport a way to solutions. We are just going to become or be servants and moreover stewards that will be leading that which needs to be delivered. That's how you purport delivery. You can do it through the people. You can't do it alone as a movement. And we also want to pledge that we're not going to come with a bucket of promises. We are not coming with a bucket of promises which have actually put most of potential political parties down, and they've actually been running on the muddy clay because of false pretense and also false promises. We are coming in partnership to make an assurance that an assessment is being made, as much as we all live in these townships, in our own townships, to make an assurance that we absolutely mean, as we have appointed a leadership, we also don't, not only shall we put moreover power over them, but we'll be working together with our candidate councillors, proportionally so as to moreover strengthen them to achieve their given tasks in the next coming 5 years. Every ward where the government of ECOFORUM will be in leadership, we promise that there's gonna be, I would say, a great deal of governance in regard to us delivering to the people accordingly. We're not talking about delivering food and other things that entice our people. We are talking about making sure that we are delivering education, we deliver training to our people, and to make an assurance that those become effective accordingly, because it's very much important for people to know what we need to actually bring about. Now, the great news, the government of ECOFORUM is unapologetically and unreservedly, indispensably, and moreover incorruptibly committed to serve the people of South Africa through the following developmental pillars. The number one pillars are entailed. We sought to come in every village, every location, township, city, in the urban and suburban, as we'll be dealing with these matters in accordance to the report of the very city. That campaign development 2021 will therefore exhume what we call human development. Human development, we are looking at working on the skills development of the people of the Republic. Now, we came up to these analogies because when you look at the past, most of the people of the Republic were not educated, neither were they having were of academia or having grades in regard to universities. There were the few of them that had. But those in their numbers to the majority, they learned by the wisdom of God. Most of them learned the work and learned to do handwork. And we can all agree that now the people of Africa are skillful. But what we want to bring as the government of ECOFORUM is the development of the skill by upskilling them so they are moreover given documentation in order to be able to function. Some as plumbers, some as bricklayers, some as moreover as builders. And we also want to deal with the reskilling so we can moreover sharpen their skills so they can partake towards the growth of the economy of South Africa. You can give a person 150 rand and they get in the shop, they get bread and they go out with milk, which doesn't serve much. One would say it does do something, in which we agree. But we can actually think of, moreover, developing our people rather than subjecting our, meaning innumerable numbers of our people to meaning subjection. And now, in however it is done for them to be subjected to the government and to, moreover, look upon the government to give them something or to give them bread, the government of ECOFORUM wants to come in to supersede such a behavior so that we can train our people that they can be able to put bread on their tables or bring bread in their households, that can also improve their household income. Because we believe that now, if one or as a human being is being developed by a certain skill, they are now eligible. Moreover, there's what we call employability, and they would be able to be employed or to actually start themselves becoming producers of such. We want to raise as many of them in business that they can run their own plumbing business with certification and so forth. We have partnered now with moreover with multitude of your assessors and moderators, as the president is one of the senior moderators in South Africa. And also we partnered again with the university in South Africa, which I believe that they will also, as they've opened their doors, we still are, moreover, will complete our talks with the president of the Mount Zion University and make sure that now, technically, also spiritually and otherwise, the people of the community of South Africa are being profiled accordingly in order to make an assurance that they can also put bread on the table. Now, the other thing on human development, we're looking at human capital. We're going to build in every community what needs to be built through human capital, where contribution, whether it's made by the community members for our own development, shall it be. That there's no community that will wait for a government that doesn't actually consider its people. As the government of ECOFORUM, we come forcefully. Let us raise human capital that will supersede capitalism or a capitalistic kind of approach. We also will be bringing on education, training, as will be part of the profiling processes. Now, under community development, we want to also build and to now begin an asset-based community development. People who are, moreover, living in RDPs that they don't even have title deeds. People don't know whether, if they have to pass, will they be able to now live in the same houses that they have lived with their parents, or will come and give that house to others through corruption? We want them to be asset-based. We want faith-based community development. We are Africans, and we are in South Africa. And we are the people of the Spirit. Whether, however, who believes in what, but we are the people of the Spirit. So faith cannot be chucked out of our communities or of our schools. Neither will faith be taken off of our parliament. The ECOFORUM will reinforce faith in line with kingdom-based faith, and moreover to now raise our communities as such. We also will be, moreover, championing community economic development, and will be also championing sustainable development that will be running along with what we call with community trust, where every community has a trust. Now, if I have to speak out of even the speech, is that when a house has trust, when a community has a trust, any kind of vision, when it has money, most people tend to be committed. That's the truth. Imagine if the community has money. People will be moreover committed, and people will sort moreover accountability. There's going to be so much of development happening in the community. The reason why our communities are not developed is because we are waiting for some municipals. We are waiting for someone who doesn't even have a heart for his community. They are building their own empires. And now, while our people are actually now stuck in shacks, they are stuck in some, I would say, muddy, households. And they don't even put on the table. But our councillors are living a lavish lifestyle. And they can't even take care of their people. So now we need to make an assurance that now when there's a trust, we can take care of our communities. Now, this reminded me now naturally when our communities used to actually operate under human capital societies. When the other family, meaning of elders pass, there's no money. The whole community will come and they begin to give money to that family. Now, our current administrator has killed such. Once you kill such, you have killed how our people actually used to live. And that was part of banking in its process, where people will come and everybody will come, whether you like the person or not. They will absolutely put up money. They're not going to wait for a government. They are not going to wait for a councillor. They are not going to wait for a president. They know that now this is their domestic responsibility to take care of one of their own. And they will make an assurance that there is food, and the children whom their parents have passed, they are able to bury them, and there's a priest, there's a reverend, and there's also money that will assist these children come the next week when they are all going to school. They will have bread being put on the table. It's no longer done in South Africa. South Africa is political, that we have forsaken Ubuntu. We have forsaken the people that we are. Now the government of ECOFORUM will reinforce such under human capital and also community trust. Now, social development shall it be, bringing social justice in our homes. We want to bring social justice in our education, in our schools, so that when a child comes from home being there was an injustice over their lives, when they go to school, they can report right at the gate of the school. So we are going to merge, because now we need to deal with the merging. When you merge in terms of portfolios, we're going to merge at the MEC level, merge merge education with social development, so that any child, whether they are neglected by their parents or they are orphanage, anyhow, whatever injustice that is happening in a house, can be able to go by the gate and report by the gate as they're going to school. They can report whether they've got their parents are home or it is a child-led kind of a household. Then they can actually now talk about that at school, because some of our children can't even reach out offices in town. So we need to bring that back into the location. So that would be it, that social development would be dealing with social justice. But moreover, to raise children and to raise a community, we need to have some sort of a way that brings them to a point of sports and creation, where our children are being put to a couple of activities. Our children now, look at when we went to Tokyo. When we went to Tokyo, that was a disgrace. It's a disgrace to go to Tokyo in such a manner. We went to Tokyo and it looked like we were not prepared. While there is a young boy coming from Kaelisha who can run more than miles, who has such a speed, more than the Usain Bolts of the world. I want to talk about it under sport. We've got our daughters who are actually playing netball, who can be part of the netball in South Africa. We've got them who are in athletics, soccer, but they are not identified because of the politics that are still on the Athletics South Africa and whatsoever, whether it's the SAFA. So we need to fix that. The government ECOFORUM speaks on behalf of that young man that is playing soccer there, like the president used to play soccer. A young man playing soccer right there, right at the dusty place, right there in the village of Makaunyana, who has hoped to play for Orlando Pirates or Kaizer Chiefs. Now, these things are real. These are dreams that some of our children have. but they are doomed because of how things are, and people who are actually looking at money, not looking at the development of the people. The government of ECOFORUM through social development will be dealing with sport and recreation and art and culture. And there are many of our children, as I actually stipulated earlier, that actually look, forward to become the next, singers or with big names in our country. And that by itself is the economy. And it's a talent that keeps them actually doing what they need to do. Hence, today, our children are married to phones. They are married to what? To phones, and they are married to social media. They have nothing to do because the government has nothing to give. But the government of ECOFORUM is saying we are to respect such a synergy. And our children will absolutely wake up to something. They will wake up to the soccer ball pitch. They will wake up to the netball pitch. They will wake up to a tennis, court, a tennis table, wall. They will walk up to something to sing, to come up to be drummers, to do drama, to do this and that. And so that they can also partake to the market economy of this republic. Now, we spoke of infrastructure, which is key, and we want to do something which is absolutely not yet done as the government. When you look at the rural areas, there is I would say, an opportunity to build what we call a household municipal. One household, they have a borehole, which the whole village come and they draw water from. Now, why can't we give that household an opportunity to be the municipal of that location or rural or area? Now, when they've been given an opportunity, then everybody comes. And then we are creating the jobs. We are creating a kind of trust, even as a government at the local level, that when a household which is able to serve hundreds of people by manner of water is been given the task to now lead them financially and otherwise to make sure that there is clean water and to make sure that now pipes that runs through the infrastructure, whether it is the sewer systems and that runs through the location, is therefore now mastered from a particular household there, a municipal household, that will give the people of the land hope, in order to actually know that when we have grievances, we are not going to be treated as such. Take a taxi, pay a 12 franc and go somewhere where they will actually bring you back again at the age of 80. Some of them, they are not even working there, and they will just look at you and say, go back home and bring us your whether you left your ID or bring us your proof of res. And that old man at the age of 70 moves from there, and she goes again and get the ID and takes it there. The young woman is there enjoying WhatsApp right there in the office. And the old woman who had no money goes back again, come back again, until there's no solution of the grievance or the matter. And now this is what we must actually now combat as a government. We need to eradicate this. We need to stand against and supersede. It actually creates prejudice to our people. It actually creates an imbalance in society. Now, under economic development, which is our fourth pillar, we'll be actually running with what we call a household economy. Now I'm going to make it plain so we understand what's a household economy. A household economy is affected at the table, not at JSE. It cannot be affected at the JSE, or neither will it be affected by the speech of the president. The household economy is affected by bread on the table. And most people there, when they want to see things happening in the evening tonight, that to provide for their children, they are not calling for the government. They are not calling for the they are not calling for the municipal. They will not even call the premier. They will not call the mayor. You know who they are calling? They will call unto God, whether they go to churches or not. They will say, give us our daily bread. Why? Because they know that daily bread is not provided by the government. Daily bread is not provided by the mayor. It's not even provided by the councillor. Daily bread is provided by the Creator. So now, even the president doesn't know whether they're eating or not. The president has no knowledge that these people have ate or not. You see that we see great words and big budgets and trillions, but those trillions does not affect household economy. Household economy is affected by our relationship with the Creator and making sure that bread has been put on the table. And it's a simple prayer: give us your bread or our bread on a daily basis. That's what we do when we call unto Him in that way. Now, there's what we call rural economy. Rural economy, simple, we know the rural areas are areas which moreover are prime regarding agriculture. Whether they are far, we can use transportation and create other jobs, but they are actually moreover, I would say, prime for agriculture. We therefore will create moreover a space for family agriculture and start by saying one family, one garden. Everyone in a region where we are planted or where we are must have a garden. So now it is an instruction to every ward candidate councillor. Wherever you are, everyone, whether in the rural or in the township, and even those in the urban and suburban, they can have their own gardens. It depends on the space. But now they can have their gardens and have their tomatoes and have their cabbage and have their potatoes and so forth. So once that is done, then we know that our people have basic food. They've got basic food. They can visit these other stores after they have dealt with the food they have in their house. The government of ECOFORUM is looking forward that we also champion such, and we say one family, one garden. Everywhere you are, identify every family. They will receive 4 to 6 seeds, and they are going to receive minimum over the soil to definitely deal with them, meaning through through a non-genetical modified cropping. We want an organic process. Our people are getting sick because of the food that is coming and flying in our country. However, whoever signs for whatever food that comes from any country, that they know that it was actually made Joviwe. It was moreover injected and so forth food. Now, anybody who controls food controls your stomach, and they control your health, and they control your livelihood. So the government of ECOFORUM will be dealing with such to make sure that there is no food that comes to this country that actually now put our people into danger in terms of their health risks. More health hazards and risks. So we'll deal with it and make sure that our health practitioners that are connected with this government will be moreover dealing with those matters and look at it on who signed for such products to be actually sold in this country. And then we're going to stand out that the people of South Africa will not buy any product that which is not moreover locally produced and locally produced to be consumed, and which now also moreover develops their health rather than any product that is sickening, that is moreover ill-stricken our people. So we'll stand out against the GMCs and the GMOs and make sure that anything genetical modified, that which we know that is cancerous and it causes so many things, is dead. This government will be dealing with this now at the local level as we are taking it up to the 2024 national general election, and we are taking it to the parliament so that we can challenge every bill pertaining food security. Now, the townships, we're looking forward to have the smoke again reinstated and revitalized so that our people can go back and begin to now work in those factories and manufacturers so we can produce our own products. In the urban and the suburban economy, now we need to make sure that township economy and rural economy looks funny, but now the urban one and the suburban, you'll think people are in town and they've got money. We've got our brothers in town who are also struggling, who needs a government that will hear them out. Whether people label you to be of a certain race, in this government we don't have a label. We are multiracial because we understand we are people of the kingdom. We are people of Africa, and that's what we achieve. At the end of the day, we don't talk one side. We don't talk meaning unity, and we don't do what we are actually speaking. What we are talking is what we're going to see happening in this government. And now this is key because I want to bring it out there to understand that now even in the EPEN, also in the suburban, there is an economy, and our brothers and sisters there, they also are looking forward for donors. They're looking for sponsorship in order to sponsor their business. They are manufacturing businesses, their factories. They want their businesses sponsored. So also we'll be championing SAS to make sure that investment, I mean, especially local investment, becomes the order of the urban economy and suburban economy. Now, just playing there, as will be coming in closure. Great news. Great news is that freedom is never about who we follow or which candidate or political party we throw our hopes on. It's about what we decide to do for ourselves and for others. Now, the government of ECOFORUM will be contesting now, at least as we have seen it, to at least plus minus over 10 municipalities, and over again the other three metros, so which amounts to over 500 to we have said plus minus 1,000 wards, because we're still waiting for IEC to tell us what was permitted, what was not permitted. Plus minus 1,000 wards. And now also, and moreover, as we said, a possible takeover of some wards in South Africa for a God-based government of the people. So now, this is my plea, and which I am bringing to all of us and all of you, especially in this hour. Now, to say, I would like to invite all church leaders. It's about time. I'd like to invite all the royal authorities, the princes and the princesses, the kings and the queens, young professionals all over South Africa, all business personalities, and every community leader. You are invited to partner with the government of the Economic Emancipation Forum, which is the ECOFORUM, in this national initiative to an equity-based society with an inclusive economy. Now, we need to build from a local township economy in order to master minimum over our national economy. And this needs to be done, and it must be done now at the local level as we're preparing for our 2024 national general elections. So I am moreover inviting all of you to come with your passion, your compassion, to lead your communities through modesty, honesty, and moreover through humility. And I believe that all of us are doing it together. So shall it be done. And I'm inviting you also to be partakers of the resource mobilization of this movement. It's a self-sponsored movement. And at times, I just want to deliver this, not to be amazed. When you are an emerging political movement, do not be, moreover, be swamped in how the stolen money has actually, been used in a country and being thrown to people, being given to people. That's why many will go to prison, because stolen money was used. Now it was more, it has actually have portrayed a wrong precedence that says, when you say you are a political government that is coming into contestation, when people come, even leaders who could come and assist financially, when they need to come with resources, they want to ask, do you have a budget? Where do you think they can get a budget? Where do you think? Because when you get a budget, you are getting a narrative. You are getting a mandate. Budget goes with mandate. And some of the things that we denied from 2016 is not to take any mandate from anyone who doesn't have an interest to build this country. So now we need to be committed to build together. If I started, you can come on board. We build together. Hold hands with the president and make sure we do a resource mobilization for 2024 1 billion rand that must be raised for that also contestation. That can be done through us and be done for people, not for t-shirting and not for capping, not for electioneering, but that will be for development, because a campaign development supersedes electioneering. Just throwing out food and other things, making sure that we build factories, making sure that we create manufacturing, making sure that we raise farmers. We raise new farmers that must be taught and trained, making sure that we actually now we support businesses, small businesses, so that at the end of the day we grow a capital that will be able to assist the people of this nation. So it's not about throwing t-shirts. Hey, how many t-shirts do we have? It's not about that. This has nothing to do with what the traditional parties have done, where just get your t-shirt, wear your t-shirt wherever you are, and now order your t-shirt, pay for your t-shirt. Let's work together to make sure that we build. Now on all of these emerging political parties, most of them they die because some of them, they will also depend on such, and if they don't get any assistance, they give it up. But not in this government. In this government, we are going to stand and build it with our 1 rands and our 2 rands and our 5 rands until we are moreover a voice that cannot be contaminated. So we need you to come on board. In business, come and support us with your business. Support us now with your professionalism. Support us with your skill. We need all business personality. And I'm inviting them with love to say, all of you coming on board and now beginning to partner with the president and the government of ECOFORUM, so that now the campaign development becomes a reality in a community. We have started with that. We have started also with one garden, one family. We have started, and we took from our purse, making sure that we support as few families as we can in South Africa, so we can do it in a greater portion. It can be that pilot project, but we can do it all over South Africa and make sure that our people are being served accurately. Local government elections, it's not about how much you have. It's not about how much budget you have. It's how much leadership and how much moreover advocacy of governance you carry. And now, if you've got those qualities as a steward, now you need to now run forward and come into partnership with this government. And now that will assist us. So we're calling out for each and every one of you now to deal away with that mentality that is the politics that were actually precedent in this nation. Let's build ourselves and build our communities through our people. Let the people and its government be raised through the people, and that would be a way of doing it. Then now donors and others and sponsors will come when they see progression, when they see that commitment, when they see that your policies are in line with what you are actually saying, and also with their policies as companies. Now we are inviting all companies in South Africa to recognize the government of ECOFORUM, hold hands with us. Now, as we'll be unfolding our growth plan of action on the 30th of September, the whole country will be listening and hearing from the mainstream media, making sure that we bring the news to the people and they understand that now this is what needs to be done. So now may we make this possible. All businesses in Gauteng, in Western Cape, across the board, you are invited to part and hold hands with this government, and you're welcome for that reason. Now, the great news, we are giving back the government to its people, whom are the real government, and we are also giving the power to God, who is the Almighty. Hence we say, Amen, hallelujah. Hence we say, Amen, hallelujah, because we want power back to the Creator. We have given power to people. Hence, they are killing each other for lists. They are killing each other for currency, killing each other for projects, killing each other for tenders. Power is in the hands of people. Amandla at Soweto, we no longer have the power. We no longer have, you have to use power to win. we are going to use his power and we are giving it back to him. Now we say, Hallelujah. Mata. Kiamurena. Kiamurena. Mata. Now when power is open and given to the people with no regard, they use power against its people in the name of comradeship. Now many authentic leaders with skills are threatening to stand for their communities because of this barbaric and gangsterism approach. We have lost so many leaders who could have stood all over the country. Pastors are afraid. Bishops are afraid. You call them and you call them, you say, men of God stand there. They are afraid because of this barbaric and gangsterism approach. The great news, we are localizing South Africa. Hashtag Lekker 2021. Hashtag campaign development 2021-2024. Localizing South Africa. And we speak localization. And we make sure that our people, local men and women, are part of the economy and an equity-based society being raised. And I want to say to all of you, the president has released a challenge, and that challenge goes further to say, just like the day of Pentecost, the fire burned in South Africa like a torch, like a grass. This fire that I am releasing even in this hour will not only touch Gauteng, will touch the state, will touch Western Cape. This fire will touch Northern Cape, will touch Eastern Cape, will touch Limpopo, will touch Northwest, will touch Mpumalanga. This fire will get to the KZN. This fire will touch every heart of every citizenry, like it is when it touches grass. And it will grow, be consummate, and the love of it will moreover be intensified. And now we'll see the profoundness and the fullness of this movement that comes out of its people. And now with those last words, I would say, let us just go together and get into the challenge of hashtag Mlilo, and so that we deal with it accordingly. Now, this is how we're going to close. I want to sing with all of you, a singing president. It's very much important. We don't have to sit there and try to be formal. Formality doesn't work now. We need you to electioneer, to campaign, and let us come out there. Doesn't matter who you are. Let's come out there and begin to do it. We say, just like the day of Pentecost, Papati sangomlilo, hangomlilo, ECOFORUM, like the day of Pentecost, Papati sangomlilo, hangomlilo, ECOFORUM, bezwa umlilo, babona umlilo, bakhuluma impilo, kwasindisizwe, kwasinda abantu eMzantsi Afrika, nge-ECOFORUM, bezwa umlilo, babona umlilo, bakhuluma impilo, kwasindisizwe, kwasinda abantu eMzantsi Afrika, nge-ECOFORUM. Hallelujah. May the fire of him that is above ignite you wherever you are in every region. And I commence the readiness of this government for the coming elections. And as we are to launch our growth plan of action 2021, aka manifesto, on the 30th of September, we are calling out for all of you from today. Let's take membership from within our homes. Let's take membership on our neighborhood, and we'll meet together on training. And as we'll be continuing to do leadership training and also governance, and to make an assurance that our ward councillors are prepared as we are purporting, and moreover going forward, purporting a government with equity-based and an inclusive economy. May the good Lord bless you. May God bless the government of ECOFORUM. May God bless South Africa.